All right. Welcome in, everybody. It is June 28th. This is episode 7, but we got the new name today, Sosa.
Yes, sir.
We're debuting the Daily Bread the Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex. We'll roll with this with the stream title for now. That's all from the mind of Sosa. How you doing today?
Man, I can't complain. Great day yesterday in baseball and basketball. Uh, Euros were an interesting thing, but and then I hung out with the wifey and the dog for a little bit. Cooked a little meal. So yesterday was good. Ready to get this day started the right way. I don't know how to turn these notifications off. I'm sorry about that. It's just I can't get it to stop. But other than that, great day in baseball, great day in basketball. And yeah, I'm looking to get this week started right, get some more daily bread, and get to it.
Yes, sir. As he alluded to, we wrapped up 6 episodes last week, so that was the debut week. Both ended in the plus money, so always love to see that. So if you tuned in all last week, you were able to cash with us. We both have our personal records that we can share with you if you guys need it, but we both ended plus money in the first week of the show. And now we're ready to dive into week 2.
Yes, sir. I'm just sharing out everything.
Yes, sir. So we're currently live on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube right now. Make sure to give us a follow on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube page if that's where you're checking us out. Throw us a like. I guess that's the thing you say on YouTube. We're still getting there, but daily winners. Share it with your friends. Share it with your boys. Share it with your mom. Everyone needs the money.
Subscribe, all that good stuff.
And Manny's already hating on your Supreme again.
This is how I dress every day, my brother. Come on, now. This is what we do. Just try to stay fly. When you look good, you feel good, and that's how you end up winning. You play good, you win a lot more. You already know. Well, so I'm alluding to who I'm rocking with. So let's get straight to it, man. You already know. Let's lead in with your soccer picks. Wow, we did great last week. Today should be another easy day. I won't say easy; they're never easy, but let's get to it.
Yeah, I guess we're finally alluded to how we're joking with everyone that no one's had a bad week in Euro. It seems like everyone had a terrible weekend because none of your favorites really came through other than Belgium yesterday. So let's get into it with Spain versus Croatia. A match that kicks off in an hour. Lineups were just dropping if you guys want to see that, but Perisic is going to be out of the lineup, which could potentially hurt Croatia, but at the same time, it could make them play more open up. And one of the biggest things Croatia is reacting to this is they'll finally be playing with 2 strikers up top. They'll put Rebic on the left striker spot, and they'll have someone who counter points him to up top, which is much more fits his skill. You see that in Milan a little bit more frequently, where when Rebic plays as a solo striker, you kind of are taking away all of his creativity and skill that he does give you there by making him become the target man. The way I'm attacking this match is you have Spain at minus 177. No thank you there. We have Croatia at plus 560. The ways that I would attack this is take the Croatia plus 1 here for your full-time result since you get the push at worst. I don't think we see Spain pay Croatia like they did Slovakia in the last game to get a nice 5-0 win with the keeper punching the ball in his own net. But the play I do have locked into this one, you could take it 2 different ways. I'm taking the plus money approach here with the first half draw between Spain and Croatia sitting at plus 118. Your other route, which is a little bit safer, is you could take the under 1 at minus 135. That's just too much juice for me there, but you do get the push, so you get the security. I just think we see Croatia hang tough in the first half here. I don't think we see a goal here, so 0-0 exact result could be your biggest plus money result if you want more than a plus 118. But I just think the way that Croatia is going to set up in their defensive approach and Spain's just going to be happy passing the ball around, Croatia is going to limit the dangerous chances. We saw them perform this game plan against England, and it was their first match. Now with a little bit more rest and a squad that I don't think is as strong as England, Croatia should be able to get through this first half unscathed. So plus 118 first half draw.
Okay. You heard it here. Plus 118 first half draw. That's the first play of today. Is there anything else that you're liking? I looked at this and I personally the only bet that I'm actually going to bring it to you to see what you think is the corners. I think you're going to get a pretty nice amount of attacking from Spain. I mean, it could go one of two ways though, right? They could really just overpass the ball like we've seen them do in the past.
Yeah, I guess the corners you're gonna have to rely on Spain for those. Croatia won't be trying to be on the front foot, and I'll be surprised with how many chances they do get in the attacking third. I don't think they go as crazy as Sweden does, but that corner prop came in easy for that one. So that's where I could definitely see that, where Spain will be creating the chances. Croatia will be fine, where you've seen players, I guess not as frequently in the league season, but you see a lot of corners directed out of bounds, or headers directed out of bounds that give up corners. Teams are just playing a lot safer, and they'll be playing the safest in this round out of most of them. So I do think, what's it at 8?
At 8.5, it's at -4, -148. That's a good number. I mean, you could probably catch it live too, but I like it. It's slightly juiced, but I like the over 8.5.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a good way to attack it, and especially if you wait 5 or 10 minutes in, you'll lose the juice real quick off that, as long as you don't get an early corner. So that's the game you might have to potentially play there. Sure. But I definitely think Spain should at least get 6 or 7 on their own in this match.
Right, and at over 9.5 is at +116, which is also really good value. Like I said, I believe that's a solid prop play for this particular game.
Do you think, as an outsider, do you think Croatia has any chance to pull this upset off?
I do, because they got those wily vets. They have a guy who was a superstar, I guess you could say, a couple years ago in that conversation. And there's no other way of explaining experience. It's like like they've been there before. They've been through the fire. Losing Perisic is huge, but I could see them trying their best to, like you said, first half draws a great play, and then them trying to park the bus the second half and get this to penalty kicks. I could definitely see that as a distinct possibility in this game. It's just a matter of what happens early. Like you always say, it's how the teams adjust to the pace of play and the pitch. We saw that yesterday. A couple people were pointing that out, is that the pitch at Wembley was slower. It's just sometimes that changes the way teams play, and it allows teams to set up defensively better. Stuff like that. Those are other little things that we don't necessarily take into consideration normally. But yeah, those are just all my sentiments in regards to this particular game.
Oh yeah, the only big thing I guess for the last two things to say is, sadly, Morata is starting, and Moreno is not, and De Gea is out. Simone is starting in net today for Spain.
Well, there you have it, man. So,
well, I guess that's better if they go to PKs, not to have De Gea in there.
Who are you telling? When's the last time he stopped one?
I don't know. He gave up 11 straight and then let the goalie score on him.
I was just seeing a couple months ago, it was like some insane stat, like he had hadn't gotten one or stopped one in years or something like that. It was crazy.
All right, let's get into, I guess, the bigger of the matches today. No, Croatia. Spain outweighs France, Switzerland. Sosa, what team is this from? They were in Ligue 1. They're now in Ligue 2.
I have no idea, bro.
Toulouse.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you as the PSG kid on, I thought you would know, just always wrecking them.
No. See, this is me being a product of just a Nike head, that's all it is for me. That's why I'm rocking it.
Crazy price in this game, I would say, because France, they're sitting at -158, which is 20 cents cheaper than what Spain's sitting at Croatia. You shouldn't really be comparing the two, but I just found it strange that France has a lower money line. Switzerland at +511, over 2.5 is +115. So the books are trying to tell you here, this is going to be a 1-0, 2-0 France win. The way that Switzerland plays, we saw them in the opening match against Italy. I think they're going to perform exactly the same. But the biggest thing when attacking the Swiss is it takes them 10 to 15 minutes to set up shop. They do play sitting back and parking the bus roll, but it's not as drastic or dramatic as what we saw Sweden do. They're going to
Right.
be way more offensive on the counterattacks, basically through Shaqiri. But it's just how long can Switzerland hang in this game? Because the minute they go down, their counterattack is somewhat decent. It's just that shutting down Shaqiri, which France will easily be able to do, because I just think they're going to put Conte on him the whole match and just be like, man, mark him. You're one of our holding mids. Pogba, you might have to play a little bit more inside, but you're best when you're just being creative and just playing street ball out there, because that's why he does so well, because Conte saves his ass on the defensive end and lets Pogba be the player that he really should be and can be. And he's the best when he's doing the flashy moves. Some players are just better that way, and he's one of them. So that's where France at minus 158.
Like Neymar.
Yeah.
You just got to let him go, man. Let him go. But no, I agree. I agree with that for sure.
So this is where in this match, I mean, you could moneyline the France minus 158. I just think that's short, and I could be potentially overthinking it, saying that that's short, because I am not convinced whatsoever that Switzerland will be able to keep this close at the end. I like the over 2.5 at plus 115 tempts me. I just think once France gets up 2-0, we saw the Czech yesterday. They just had no concerns of putting that third one in. So that's where the Bovada, the public play of the 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 France up prop, that seems like your easiest bet in this one.
No doubt. I'm obviously gonna roll with that because I have France winning the tournament. Like I have them as the winner. Real quick in regards to yesterday, I mean, those are all the plays. Those are how many? Sorry, what are the two plays you just said?
The only play that I am locked in on is the first half draw in the Spain-Croatia at plus 118. France-Switzerland. This is the one where I think a goal in the first 33 might be a good play, with France just getting on the board early. If there's anyone that I want to pick as anytime goal scorer, I'm going with Griezmann here. It's just with this France-Switzerland match, I think it's much better for you to attack it live than betting pregame here.
Okay.
So you want to talk about the GOAT going out yesterday?
Lord. Hey man, it's a team game. But if you follow team or club football, you know that the argument about GOATs are they got to win it in the uniform of their country. That's the big deal. And Cristiano Ronaldo didn't do it. We got Messi over in South America right now at Copa America doing his thing. So, you know, we always like to have the legacy conversation with any guy that we consider a GOAT. Last time he was at Copa America, he ended at MetLife Stadium when he kicked the ball straight over the goal. I remember I was there. So it was pretty sweet too. Because I'm not a big Messi guy. I mean, I'm a fan, but like I'm more of a Ronaldo guy. So obviously, you saying Ronaldo and the GOAT going out, yeah, he lost. The game's the game, but he has an international tournament under his belt, even though he got hurt in the final. So,
my biggest thing with this Portugal side yesterday is he had no support. I mean, it's easy to point at Jota. He's one of the guys that will get most of the blame there. We saw it with Juventus this season with Ronaldo. When you don't have the strong center mid or midfield that can progress the ball and get him the ball in dangerous spots and not make him take it on the wing and try to one-on-one, sure, he's great that way, and he'll hit that every so often, more frequently than the normal player. But you just have to get him, if his back's even to the goal, you just have to get him in the middle of the pitch, close to the 18. And you could get an easy whistle. It's just, if you look where Cristiano was touching the ball yesterday, his 2 shots came off free kicks. Like they just perfectly limit any dangerous area or chances that they got him. And then perfectly to get into Copa America, since we do have Argentina playing Bolivia today.
Of course.
With Messi there, I don't think he plays today, to be honest, just because it's the last group stage. They're already through. Bolivia is not all the way through. Maybe for seeding wise, if for goal differential, potentially he could get in there. But I mean, they're minus 718, minus 2.25 on the Asian handicap. Bolivia is just not a strong side here. I don't know, man. If you want to play the over 3 at minus 135 or target the Argentina team total, I could see that, but with a game that means nada for both teams here, with Bolivia already eliminated, I'm not rushing to the window to put any change on this one.
Right. Well, it's a good day to bet on goats. You gonna take a team total or anything of that sort?
What's up, Heavy Kev? We are live on YouTube as well right now. If you, I'll try to drop the link in the Periscope channel real quick. But if you search Sosa and Rex, they'll come up.
Pretty easy, yeah. But don't worry, we'll have that all ironed out tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh shit. Talk blowers here.
Say what?
Can you hear that leaf blower in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say take over while they.
So we're yeah, no problem. So we're still on Euro. Go to the next thing.
All right, we are good. We are good now.
All right.
All right. So for the next match, we got Paraguay versus Uruguay. And here, the Uruguay sitting at -104. Once again, this match doesn't matter since both teams already advanced and through in this scenario. It's today and tomorrow, the final group stages here. With this Uruguay side, they're sitting below Paraguay in the table. They finally picked up the first win of the tournament. I mean, at -104, if you think Suarez and Cavani are finally going to start finishing their chances, they did in the last match, but you saw the way that the over 2.5 didn't cash the last match. The dude just completely whiffed the wide open net. So that just basically sums up how Uruguay have been facing this tournament and are featuring this tournament. So if you have faith that the chances are there, they're creating them, they're eventually going to fall, a -104 price on Uruguay today isn't the worst thing in the world.
Right. Well, you said the names. They have the household names. Easy to take a ticket on Suarez and Cavani, and that price is right. I like it, so I'm definitely gonna bet that for sure. But yeah, like I said, with like I said, they have the star power in this particular matchup. It's just those two guys you said. I think they have the link up play. I think they get it done today. No sweat too. I think they win like 2 or 3-0. I think they cash us out today like they didn't the other day.
Mm-hmm. So let's get into Suns versus Clips, player props, spreads, everything galore. Everything didn't cash unless you bet the under the last game for props wise with 84-80. I guess the easiest question is, so will either team break 100 tonight?
That's tough, man. I think that Phoenix wins the game handily tonight. Handily. I think they close them out. They handle business. Suns in 5. It's over tonight. Chris Paul, I like his points. I like him to close tonight. I like him to just close the deal. Him and Devin Booker, they close the deal tonight. No Kawhi. You really see it tonight. The emotional boost they're going to get from their home crowd, the way they performed all year with their home crowd. I'm rocking with the Suns all the way tonight. I think they cover, what is it, 7 now? 6? It's 5, 5.5. I like them 100%. I'm going back with Mikal Bridges and Jake Crowder, Trays. And that is at, hold on, let me get these. Mikal Bridges over 1.5 threes is at -142. You can take that to the bank.
Man, you've been riding the Bridges prop hard this series.
Damn right, because that's just easy bread. I'm gonna go. Also, hold on. We're gonna go Terrence Mann points. Just looking at it right now. Terrence Mann points tonight is at. They take him down. Terrence Mann, they have it over 11.5. I like him to go over 11.5 today. No sweat, no problem. I like him. Yeah, I like him to get that tonight. I'm going to go with Paul George's PRA again. I'm running that back. I think that he's going to play great tonight, win or lose. I think we get a very free-flowing game offensively, not a bunch of bricks.
And he won't start 6 for 7 from 3 in the first quarter.
Lord. And they won't score 29 points in the fourth combined? Jesus Christ, what a terrible game, bro.
So do you think the lines, because I see you're hitting on a decent 2 or 3 overs so far. You think the lines dropped a little bit from last game showing, or do you see them hovering around the same numbers that they've been?
I expect tonight to be the best played game of basketball we've seen in this series. Clippers have nothing to lose. They've literally like the season ends right here. It's done. It's over if they don't win tonight, right? So you're going to see you're going to see one of two things. You're going to see their best performance, or they're going to get bent over. I expect them to come out fighting. They got a championship coach. They got a team that has kept it close in every single game. If they don't fucking go 0 for 12 to try to take the lead, they win the game. They were absolutely horrendous in the fourth quarter. They were terrible. So yeah, it's just that's just how what I expect. It's either going to be you're going to get their best performance tonight. His PRA tonight, Paul George at 44.5, I believe, even money. 44.5 PRA. I love it. I'm also going to go out and say I like Paul George to get 6 assists tonight. 6+ assists is at -138. That's a great bet. And I got two more things for this one. I'm going to take the Suns to cover the 5.5 at -105. I think it's the Clippers' funeral tonight. I simply believe it's over. It's done. It's done with. Let's get them out of here. And that's how I feel tonight. The -5.5. Bet it confidently. Don't be afraid. I know it's Monday. Don't be worried. Branson Suns parlay. You can't go. I mean, bruh, I don't think you can go wrong with that right there.
Yeah, I was about to say, shout out to a bunch of letters with E's, FTFE. FT, yeah. That's a good way because that's going to give you plus money. I think it'll just cross over the line.
Right. That's definitely a good play.
Don't have to worry about the refs, it looks like, tonight with Guthrie, Frayer, and Kirkland.
Oh, no Scott Foster or Tony Brothers. They're saving them for the Bucks.
They're posted. The ref assignments are posted each day at 9 a.m.
Okay, wow.
If you just literally search NBA ref assignments, it's the first link that comes up every day. WNBA is right under that to you if you bet on the W as well. The Suns coming through easy here. It seems like that's the angle you have to go to. I might wait to get on the Suns live, though, just because I think the Clippers will throw the kitchen sink at them in the first quarter. Because when Tyronn Lue was coaching the Warriors, I was listening to something the other day that said the Cavs, when they came back 3-1 against the Warriors, he goes, it starts with quarter one, win the first quarter, win the second quarter, and build it. So that's where I just think the first quarter clips would kind of be, I wouldn't say that's a contrarian angle, but that's the only reason why I haven't locked in pregame on that Suns spread, because I think I should get something better. If they come out smoking and they make you just have a nice chill night, that'll be great for both of us. I'll still be happy because we get the daily bread there, but I do think the Clips will make the first quarter tasty.
That's what I expect. Hey, man, no Kawhi. My confidence level is low, especially when you lose close games at the crib. Losing a close game at the crib like that, you got to go on the road, full capacity crowd, a team that's locked in and knows the task at hand. An unenviable situation for sure.
Yeah. And then the one prop that I was looking at going back to the well with, because Ayton's rebounds was 10.5 last game. What he pulled, 20 or 22. So that cash easily 11.5. So they only bumped it up by 1. It's sitting at -111 right now for Ayton over 11.5 boards. It seems too easy to go back to the well on that one, but I just don't see how he doesn't grab at least 12 boards again. He had the one outlier where he had 9.
Oh yeah, well I'm with you on that. He's clearly shown that he's an extremely huge asset for his team. He's played like a superstar, and there's no escaping that. He's played out of his mind, and Yeah, he said it himself. Chris Paul, the best thing that could have happened in his career, easily.
Mm-hmm.
So we see it now, and we're just, we're looking. I'm looking forward to him ascending even more. But they obviously going to keep Chris Paul in the offseason, but he has obviously he's been lights out. But yeah, that's all the looks I have for tonight. Obviously, we only got one game, so let's cash on those. I love the rebound prop. Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, those are guys to look out for. Obviously, I like Chris Paul's points. But that's
really.
I like his points tonight. That's the one. Chris Paul points. Mm-hmm.
All right, I like it.
18.5 and plus 100. It's closing time. I'm telling you, that's what I expect. It's closing time. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Take it easy. That's what it's going to be tonight. You know what I mean?
All right.
Clippers funeral. Clippers funeral at 10 p.m.
We'll see if Book rolls up and what type of car Book rolls up in might just be throw the 401k in it. Because if he rolls up in the one like he did the last series, ooh.
He's always pulling up with something fly too. Those old school whips. You guys are fire.
All right, let's get into baseball. Let's wrap up this stream. So it's Monday. Do you bet series prices
in baseball?
Yeah,
I don't. I don't even touch that. No, I don't. But do you?
No, I just know that's like it's kind of not the out there bet because it only comes around like twice a week. But I know some people love the series prices, especially if you like look up into the pitcher matchups. I mean, Vegas is smart enough; they count that all in. I just didn't know. It's something that I might just start looking to get into more for when we do talk about our baseball best bets. Right. Series prices I like those because then you get 3 days of action.
Yeah, I might actually look into that. To be honest, that's pretty. That's an inch. I've never even thought of that. Yeah, that's definitely something different.
I don't know how easy it is to hedge out. Like if you're back the dog and you get like I'm at plus 165, and then I usually never see like in-flight series prices just because it's such a small market to begin with. Yeah. But first pitch today, it looks like it's a 5-10 start with the Pirates versus the Rockies. Yeah. I could be missing one that's earlier, but let's get into it. What are you liking today?
I'm actually not touching that game. Actually, the plays that I already highlighted are the Yankees Angels first 5 over 5.5 runs at minus 124. That's easy cash. You got two fucking beaners they fucking suck. Both the guys pitching are fucking garbage. You're in Yankee Stadium. Yankees trying to, get the bats rolling here in the summer. Some home cooking, playing a bum ass pitcher. I think it should play well into their hands. I like the first.
Which one's the bum, King or Bundy?
Both. And Bundy's numbers and Bundy's numbers have been he's on the spin rate chart. He's one of those guys.
Ah, nice.
He's on the spin doctor chart.
So does that mean the Yankees finally win one?
And notice I said over. Over.
Yeah, you don't want to touch a minus 160 on a flailing team.
And then they were minus 145 with Garrett Cole and got smoked. So I wouldn't touch.
He's on the spin rate chart too.
He's at the top of the spin rate chart. He's actually the chart right now. Like
it's just his face. There's no lines.
If you want to see if someone was cheating, check him out. Clear as fuck. Guilty as fuck. Undoubtedly. So yeah.
All right. First 5 over Angels Yanks. I can get behind that.
Minus 124. Lock it in. It's gonna be easy cash. And then I'm gonna go totally contrarian today. And I have a dog of the day for the people. I have the Kansas City Royals money line against first 5 money line. Sorry, let me get this straight. First 5 money line against the Boston Red Sox and Richards. Richards is on the spin rate chart as well.
Nice.
So I am going to go with the Kansas City Royals first 5 plus 118. Obviously, they're dogs. Duffy's on the hill. He's been average. But that's my dog of the day. I'm going anti-spin rate today. I don't give a fuck if the Royals are. I don't give a fuck if Boston's at home. I like the matchup personally.
Hungry dogs run faster.
Yes, sir.
And then you can get, on my book, you can get the plus 0.5 at minus 115 if you want to play it a little bit safer. I like the plus 118. I got a plus 120 in my book, so I just tailed that. But yeah, if you guys want to play a little safer, plus 0.5.
And then tonight, I'm rolling with the Chicago White Sox money line minus 136. Back at home, they've been the best team in baseball at the crib. Playing Kenta Maeda. I also like their team total in this game as well. I'm probably going to try and get if I could. There's some books that'll give you a double, right? So like on FanDuel right now, if you were to run line the White Sox, and the game went and I like hold on, I like the team total. Sorry, my fault. That was incorrect. The home team total right now is at over 4 runs. I like the Chicago White Sox to score over 4 runs at home tonight. That's at minus 114. Like I said, they're the best team in their home ballparks in all of baseball. Over 4 runs, minus 114. The money line at minus 136. If you can combine them both, do it. It's going to be easy cash. Yes, sir.
Hit yesterday.
Yeah.
Your parlay hit yesterday, so going back, I like it.
And I'm going to have. I think that's all I'm going to go with to start. This Houston Astros money line being at minus 310, right, and it having no value, that immediately gives me the team total runs. That's what I would go with because they're expecting them to put up runs. So Houston's team total tonight. Is at over 5.5 at minus 122. Book that. Minus 122, over 5.5. Houston Astros. Thank me tomorrow.
Yeah. So, is that all your plays? Because I got.
That's all I got for baseball today. Yeah. That's
all right. So I got something potentially for baseball. Want to bounce it off you.
Okay.
Rockies. One thing I do know for them this season, back them at home, they're 25-16 at home this season. Mm-hmm. Sure, they're coming off a bit of a rough stretch, but Pittsburgh, they're 5-12 against lefty starters so far this season. Okay. I think the Rockies, they're sitting at minus 120-ish on the money line. Early action, maybe to go that. I mean, it's in course, so you could always potentially bet the over. But that's where I was just seeing when I see the Pirates on the road 5-12 against left-handed starters, and I can get the Rockies, who I know are plus 14 units, 25-16 at home at minus 120. It seems a little too good to be true.
The only issue is that Freeland stinks. He's awful. And he's also Jesus Christ. He hasn't had a decision at home. That was a win. Both his losses, one came out of yeah, I would take the over, bro. It's just that both pitches are so bad, and the numbers that you're seeing, it's like it really could be like it could be like a 50-50 type of deal. But like I said, as far as them winning, I would back Colorado at home, like you said. The numbers are kind of undeniable right now. Especially with a bad team, but Freeland he's left-handed, but he's not good. So it's like a clash of trends that you don't know which one will actually overtake the other. I personally like the over. I think both teams will go over. And I also like Pittsburgh's team total probably like 5.5, I would guess. What's the line is at 11.5. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's where I was. I mean, I can get all the numbers where when the Rockies at home this season, when the total is 11 or 11.5, it's 21-21.
So yeah, like they're
12-6 straight up when the total is 11 to 11.5. Meaningless stat, but for some reason they win when it's 11 to 11.5.
I like the Rockies money line look. But I like I
All
would
right,
go.
we'll make it a half unit.
I like that. And if you really want to go with a better value for that game, I'll just go first 5 over 6.5. Both pitchers are bums. They're fucking bums. Yeah.
All right.
I'm looking at Freeland, Anderson, terrible. So yeah, I like the over for certain. And I am going to also like the Rockies for certain.
All right. That's about wrapping it up. We got Euros kicking off in 20 minutes. If you guys missed that section, I'm on the first half draw between Spain and Croatia at plus 118. Yeah, we got some plays on the NBA. Check us out on YouTube. Scroll back on Twitter. YouTube's probably your easiest way to recap and catch it all. I'll be able to tweet out the timeline so you can hop around to what you need to hear and what you want to hear. Daily Bread, Sosa and Rex.
Appreciate
Monday. Let's start the Monday off hot. Get up early on our balances so the bookie starts sweating early in the week. We'll see you tomorrow.
Let's get it. Mm-hmm.